He doesn't know much, but he does know comic book shipping. And here's SHIPSHAPE Update with Comic Book Man.
Well, you want to know how things went in my job today? You couldn't possibly care less, could you?
Oh, so many comics. If there was only some way to find out what was shipping Wednesday, July 21st, 2010. Oh well. Here's Comic Book Man.
Hey folks, how you doing? Comic Book Man here. Welcome once again to Mighty Video Outhouse. It's time for SHIPSHAPE Update. And this is the update for the 21st of July, 2010. This coming Wednesday, doors open at 8 a.m. And this is your teachable moment for everything that's shipping to alternate reality this coming Wednesday. And this is a mother of a week because it's Comic-Con weekend. San Diego Comic-Con is this weekend. It's Nerd Prom time out in San Diego. And as always, whenever there's a huge convention like this, the companies ship a load of stuff, and this week is no exception. I have got 196 new items shipping to the store this week. I also have 134 reorder items coming in this week. That's right, 134. Feast and famine here at Alternate Reality. For a grand total of 330 total items that are going to be at Alternate Reality this coming Wednesday. If you're not going to San Diego, come here. It's like a convention minus the cosplay in your own backyard.
You're not going to do
Hey,
cosplay?
girls want to dress up in cosplay and come down? Please.
We would not stop you.
Please. No one will stop you. And, of course, as always this week, I have two books that I'm picking out to be the Dollar Day sales of the week. Those two books are based on two titles they're shipping this week, and they are True Blood #1, which is coming from IDW, and G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero #156, also coming from IDW. Because of those two books, I'm making Vampires and G.I. Joe the Hero of the Week books. 21 different Vampire and G.I. Joe books will be $1 each this week. Stop off at the store for those. Also coming in this week, as always, we have our Magnificent 7 first day sale. The 7 books that are going to be 40% off this week. 4 trades, 3 comics. First up for this time around, we have got, what do we have? Blackest Night, Rise of the Black Lanterns hardcover. It's a $24.99 book. It's $14.99 here this coming Wednesday. It has 9 different Blackest Night one-shots. If you've been paying any attention at all over the last couple of weeks, you know that I put all the Blackest Night hardcovers on sale at 40% off for the first day they come out. This week is no exception because of our second book is Blackest Night, Tales of the Core. This reprints Tales of the Core #1, 2, and 3, Adventure Comics 4 and 5, and Green Lantern #49. Also has a $24.99 cover price, but here at Alternate Reality, only be $14.99 this coming Wednesday. 2 other trades coming in this week. Captain America hardcover, 2 Americas is coming in. It's a 1995 trade paperback. $11.99 here at the store. It reprints Captain America 602 to 605. This is the 2 America storyline that caused such a stink at the beginning of the year because of the Tea Party movement, and they didn't like some of the signs that Marvel had put into the crowd scenes in 1 or 2 of the panels. This also reprints the Who Will Wield the Shield one-shot, so you might want to pick it up if for no other reason than to find out how Marvel changed those signs. Which we talked about way back in January. Yeah. And our final trade for this week is the Marvel Art of Joe Quesada. It's a $49.99 hardcover book, $29.99 here at the store. This reprints interior art, cover art, unpublished art, interviews with Joe Quesada, background stuff. It's all of Joe Quesada's Marvel work ever since he left Event Studios and took over here over at Marvel. So you might want to pick that up. That sounds like it's going to be a really interesting book, especially if you like Joe Quesada's art. Comic book-wise, we have 3 trades this week. First up is Marvel Man Classics Primer #1. It's a $3.99 book. It's $2.39 here at the store. This is a one-shot. It's 32 pages long, and from the solicitation of it, it reads like it's a Marvel Spotlight version of Marvel Man. There are interviews with Neil Gaiman. There's going to be some stories that are reprinted in it, some background stuff, all of it to bring you up to speed. It's not going to be like the black and white one that came out 2 weeks ago, which reprints a bunch of the 50s stuff. This is going to be what's happened with Marvel Man and tech stories about him. Also this week, Time Masters, Vanishing Point, #1 of 6. It's a $3.99 cover price, $2.39 here at the store. Written and drawn by Dan Jurgens and also drawn by Norm Rapmund. This is a tie-in with the search for Bruce Wayne. The Justice League and Rip Hunter Time Master go back to the Vanishing Point and are chasing him through time to try to catch up with Bruce. If you've been reading Return of Bruce Wayne at all, you know that Bruce is working his way through the time stream. They're chasing behind him. Something horrible is happening to the time stream because of what's going on with Bruce. This is the story that tells you about that. Our book of the week this week is Charmed #1 from Zenoscope. Charmed #1 is by Paul Roditis and Dave Hoover, and it picks up right where the TV series left off. At the end of the TV series, if you watch Charmed, they all They all lived happily ever after with their families, and everything was wonderful. This picks up right after that, and you know what? Things are not happily ever after. So that's it. Those are all 40% off this week on Wednesday. Be sure to stop on down. And now it's time for the horse race. Coming in this week, we have got from Marvel Comics, who's in first place 28. A little bow there. 28 new titles from Marvel this week. From DC is second place with 24 titles. IDW is in third place with 11 titles. Image is in fourth place with 7 titles. And Boom is in fifth place with 7 titles. And your mix-up there is $24.97 for Image, $23.95 for Boom. We also have 29 indie titles. And we have 26 Crap Factor titles for a grand total of 129 total comics shipping to alternate reality this week. Moons of Uranus, I can guarantee you, will not be getting in that many comics this week, but alternate reality is, and of course, all of them except for the Crap Factor books are 15% off. And now it's time to go to the Kids Corner and find out what's going on with kids shipping this week.
Let's. That's cool.
And we're in the Kids Corner. Coming in this week, I got a whole bunch of neat stuff for kids of all ages. Magazine-wise, we've got Betty and Veronica Digest 206, Superhero Squad Magazine, that's right, they have a magazine, Jughead's Double Digest number 162, and a few more magazines, which we'll get to in a minute. Also coming in this week, trade paperback-wise, we have Star Wars Adventures Trade Paperback Volume 4 of Darth Vader. Comic book-wise, we've got Archie 611, Darkwing Duck number 2, Donald Duck and Friends 356, Futurama number 50, 50th issue. It's not the kids' book of the week, but 50. Heroes number 4, Incredibles 11, Marvelous Land of Oz number 8 of 8, last issue for that series. There'll be another one, but it's the last issue for this one. Muppet Snow White number 3, Scooby-Doo 158, Simpsons Comics number 168. That's right, Futurama and Simpsons both this week. Tiny Titans number 30, and the kids' book of the week is Finding Nemo, Losing Dory number 1. You get that joke? Finding Nemo, Losing Dory. That's coming in this week. That's Kids Book of the Week. Pixar is expanding the franchise once again in Boom Comics, and they're doing a Finding Nemo book. And we also get a bunch of magazines in here at the store that you don't normally see at other comic book stores. And joining me once again to show them off is, of course, Comic Book Girl! Hey, Comic Book Girl's back. What did you bring for us today, Comic Book Girl? What came in? What do you got there? Oh my God, it's magic. What do you have? Disney's Family Fun.
Oh, my dad loves this magazine.
That's Jeff's favorite magazine.
My dad's favorite magazine.
It's his dad's favorite magazine.
He used to beat us with it.
He used to roll it up and beat him. What else do you have?
I have WWE for kids.
WWE for kids? Look at that. It's The Undertaker.
I thought it was all for kids.
What else?
High Five.
Oh, Highlights High Five. Highlights High Five. As we said before, when Highlights is just a little too fast for you, Highlights High Five.
Slow it down.
Slow it down just a tad.
There's Highlights.
The Highlights.
Oh, man.
The Highlights. Going to the dentist soon, right? You're going to need highlights.
Bring
Never
on
go to the
copy.
dentist without highlights. And what's the last one?
Puzzle Mania.
Puzzle Mania.
Also
Highlights
my
Puzzle
highlights.
Mania. How was Puzzle Mania?
Good.
Yeah? You liked it?
Yeah, there's a bunch of different puzzles in here.
Yeah? Were they easy or hard? How can you tell?
They're
if easy or hard?
maniacal.
They're maniacal?
They're kind of easy.
Okay. So, that's it.
Favorite kind of puzzle.
And now it's time to go back to Command Central and check out the late list for this week.
Okay.
Where'd he go?
We're back from the Kids Corner. Late list time. On the late list this week, we've got 37 brand new titles that have been added to the late list. Go to the store's website. There's well over 200 titles on each of the shipping pages. These 37 have been added into it, so be sure to check out everything that's late this week. But of note, being added this week is Avengers and the Infinity Gauntlet number 1 of 2. This is a kids' book retelling of the Avengers Infinity Gauntlet book, just like the Spider-Man Secret Wars book last year was the same thing. Those have both been pushed back into sometime in August and September. Also on the late list now is Joe the Barbarian number 7 and 8, which have been pushed back to August and September. Check out the dates. And Sonic the Hedgehog number 217, 218, and Sonic Universe number 20. For some reason, those have all been pushed back to September and October. So those are all going to be late. But the basket case of the week is Dark Wolverine numbers, what numbers? 89 and 90, which are the last 2 issues of the book. 89 has been pushed back to August the 11th. 90 has been pushed back to August the 25th, and the series is over with, and then they reboot Wolverine in September sometime. So I don't think that it will be too late, because September is the big Wolverine reboot month, and they've got to get this out of the way to do that. But those are going to be late. As I said, check out the store's website for shipping. Also, while you're at the store's website, go to the checklist page and right-click on it and hit print on your computer screen. And this is what should come spitting out of your printer if everything is hooked up all right. This is this week's checklist of whole 129 comics. All the 129 books that are shipping this week to Alternate Reality. This is them right here. So when I say Crunchy Nuts isn't getting this many, take this in and tell them, where are these books at? And they'll go, eh. So anyway, stop off at the store's website, check out shipping for this week, check out the news, check out everything, and until next time, this is Comic Book Man saying, bye!
The Video Outhouse is brought to you by some of the finest people willing to work for free. This is a list of some of them.